cost of living hits Greggs. $4.45 for a baguette, which is definitely not as filled as it used to be.
Greggs raises prices across menu after yearly sales top 2 billion. Billion.
Me and Greggs have beef. I'm not even joking. I'm actually going to have a full-on fist fight with whoever owns Greggs and makes the decisions.
Since when did Greggs become so expensive? £6.50 for a sandwich and a coffee now.
I'm sorry, but... Do you want to know how much that sausage roll just cost me?
Why have I just been to Greggs and the sausage roll, vegan by the way, is £2.10?
£2.20 for ham and cheese f***ing wrap, right? There's more crumbs on the f***ing floor than in my mouth, and the f***ing ham look like Billy Bear f***ing ham stuffed in the middle, right? I was like chewing through my nana's f***ing ashes, right?
I'm sorry, but when did Greggs become so expensive? £7.10. £7.10. Jesus Christ, times are tough, though.
We as a British society are not angry enough about the fact that a sausage roll is £1.55. £1.55. That's like someone saying I was born in 1999 and or 2000 and.
Excuse the fuck me, but when did f***ing Greggs prices go up again?
I love you, but you're not gonna fool me. Greggs, let's have a conversation. I get it. Times are times. Yeah? There is literally no meat in my steak bake.
Yeah, let's go to this.
How the fuck do you even do that? It's just got straight sausage in it. No sauce, no cheese, no nothing.
Are you mad? Are you crazy? What kind of price inflation is that? What kind of greed? This greed is biblical. Oh my days, bro. This greed is historical. I've only seen greed like this in history books. £2.40.
Everyone loves their Greggs, but have you ever wondered what's actually in your sausage rolls?
Like, you actually having me on baked into the corned beef pasty.
Yeah, we're definitely f***ed. We are definitely f***ed.
But while I was waiting for the order to be ready, I was just thinking, why are they throwing a full tray of butter croissants? Perfect. Why are they not giving them for free to somebody else instead of throwing them in the bin? They were perfectly baked, perfectly fresh. Everything was just perfect about them, and they were throwing them in the bin.
I can't lie, Greggs fell off. Greggs bin fell off. Like, I've noticed this, like, even in different cities, Greggs has fallen off massively. The downfall of Greggs needs to be studied.
Welcome back to Broken Britain, where even Greggs, the one place you could count on for a cheap bite, has turned into another cost of living scam. Greggs used to be the lifesaver. Sausage rolls, steak bakes, a quick lunch that didn't break the bank. But now, a sausage roll feels like daylight robbery. What was once comfort food for everyone is suddenly out of reach for many. And let's be real, when even Greggs is too expensive, you know the country's gone off the rails. Today on BRIT Rants, we're digging into how Britain's favourite bakery turned into another symbol of the cost of living crisis.
This British staple is getting pricier. The cost of living is through the roof. Housing, rent, and living standards. But the most important thing is the Greggs sausage roll. So here's the thing, in 2017, the famous Greggs sausage roll cost a cheerful 85p. Then it went up to £1 in 2022. Now the price of a sausage roll has gone up twice to £1.30. But today I was charged with £1.55. Okay, that's expensive for a single sausage roll. That's criminal. This is not the cost of living. It's the cost of surviving. But we still love you, Greggs. Let me see how much I spent last week on Greggs using the Emma app. I spent £70, but thanks to the Emma app, I can confidently spend on my cheeky obsessions.
Since when did Greggs become so expensive? £6.50 for a sandwich and a coffee now. I thought it was only £2.95.
Why have I just been to Greggs and the sausage roll, vegan by the way, is £2.10? Was it not £1, or have I just made that up? Because what do you mean £2.10? £2.10 Great British pound. Like, what? Have I just made up the fact that it was £1?
Guys, this is a public service announcement. We're fucking boycotting Greggs. Greggs, you have me making TikToks in public because you're becoming unbecoming. £2.40. for one singular chicken bake. Are you mad? Are you crazy? What kind of price inflation is that? What kind of greed? This greed is biblical. Oh my days, bro. This greed is historical. I've only seen greed like this in history books. £2.40 for one small Pekin chicken bake. Brother, what's that? You disgust me. Just sort it out. Sort it out now. My Thai ad, you're charging £3.50 for 4 cookies. Are you real? £3.15 for 4 cookies? Are you actually on crack right now? Because your cookies ain't even buff like that. You're not Sainsbury's, bro. You're not. Who do you think you are?
Excuse the fuck me, but when did fucking Greg's prices go up again? Like, honestly, I've just got myself a large fucking coffee, and that was just about £4. But I was looking at the prices as well. Does anybody else remember when 4 sausage rolls from Greg's used to be like, what? Just shy of £3? Fuckers are pushing just under £5 for 4 sausage rolls. At 165 fucking each. Like, what the flying fuck is going on? You know, we're just failing when Greg's is now increasing their prices by at least like fucking 40p. I swear the other day it was £1.25 or something for a sausage roll. Now £1.65. You're 5 for 4. Fuck's sake.
We as a British society are not fucking angry enough about the fact that a sausage roll is £1.55. £1.55. That's like someone saying I was born in 1999 or 2000 and. The fuck? I just went and got a cheeky sausage roll on my way home from a night out. London Bridge Station here. Let me get a sausage roll. They're open. Cheeky. £1.55. Are you mental? I remember when they weren't even. It was £1. £1 sausage roll. Now I've got to take out a fucking mortgage to get a sausage roll. What is this?
Yeah, let's go to this side. Let's go to this fucking...
It looks hilarious like that.
See that shit right there? Free breakfast roll with any purchase. So I went in there, I fucking purchased a sausage and bean melt, and then I thought, oh yeah, I'll get a free breakfast roll then. So I got a bacon roll, and then they tried to charge me £4.40 for the sausage bean melt. I was like, hold tight, doesn't cost that much for a sausage bean melt. I was like, sort that shit out now. And then she was like, oh, didgeridoo on the fucking till. And then I finally put it back down to £2.20, £2.60 for the beanie melt. I was like, what the fuck was that all about? You said free and you tried to charge me. I ain't coming back here again. Well, I will come back here again, but don't fuck me about, bitch.
Right, listen now, right? Hello, is this on? Yes, it is. Right, listen now. I'm fucking pissed off with Greg's, right? I've just been in there now, right? £2.20 for ham and cheese fucking wrap, right? There's more crumbs on the fucking floor than in my mouth. And the fucking ham looked like Billy Bear fucking ham stuffed in the middle, right? I was like chewing through my nana's fucking ashes, right? The corned beef pasty nearly took my fucking lip off. That was also £2.20. The Lucas 8 bottle, which I've got right by here, boys and girls, was £1 fucking 70, right? And I tell you one thing. I'll be making my own fucking sandwiches for work before long. If you carry on putting your fucking prices up, I'm fucking fool.
When did a pepperoni pizza become £2.90? What is going on?
I mean, I'm trying to be calm, right? I'm trying to be calm, but I'm angry. And the reason I'm angry is because today I went to Greg's. Now, I've done a video about this before, right? About my anger, and this is truthfully the second time since that video that I've bought a donut for Greg's out of the fucking anger that I felt that last time I was there. Now, if you didn't know what I'm talking about, I went to Greg's and I got a caramel donut, and I was fucking buzzing for my caramel donut. And when I got out and I took it out the fucking bag, it was stuck to the top of the bag. Now, I've not been back to Greg's properly for a donut since, right? And I went today, and I had my nephew with me, and he was pointing at cakes and thingy, so I'd asked for my donut, he's pointing at cakes, and before I even had a chance to say anything else, right, she's put it in one of the fucking bags again. No a box, a bag, right? And I've just right, I had to peel it open because I didn't want to fucking drag it out. No, that doesn't look that bad, but that's half the fucking stuff's on there. I think the fucking Greggs hate their fucking job that much, right? Instead of, I don't know, being decent and putting that wee fucking grease-proof paper on top or putting it in a box, they just date out of sheer fucking, I'm going to make their life fucking miserable. You just wait till they get out of here. Because I tell you, they wouldn't date if you were fucking sitting eating in, would they? No, they wouldn't. Because they wouldn't do it because they can't be up at the fucking till ramming it in their face. I'm still going to eat it, right? But I'll not be back. I will be back, but I'll not be back for a fucking donut anytime soon.
So I've just found out that when you place an order on Just Eat, the receipt that comes with your takeaway tells you how many takeaways you've ever had. Just Eat, I really didn't need to be called out like this. I need help.
Yeah, we're definitely fucked. We are definitely fucked. Went to Liverpool yesterday. Before I've even touched anything or done anything or even got out the car, it's cost us at least 20 quid. All right, fuel, but then you got your tunnel, and then you got your parking, all that stuff, right? We only wanted to go for a walk around. I've literally come away from Liverpool from yesterday, must have spent 250, 300 quid. All right, bought some clothes, went to Greggs and spent £6 on a sausage roll and a little coffee, right? What in the hell? When has it become so expensive to buy a fucking sausage roll and a little bit of fucking caffeine? Fucking 6 quid. Subway, something like 20 quid for 2 of us. What the fuck is that about? How are people gonna be able to afford to live? Nobody is enjoying spending that much money on little things.
Everyone loves their Greggs, but have you ever wondered what's actually in your sausage rolls? Well, because this Greggs is in a Tesco, we can see the ingredients list from Greggs right here. And what's unbelievable is it's actually only 22% pork. So if there was an actual sausage in there, wouldn't be that bad. But what you're getting is 22% pork with carrageenan, methyl cellulose, emulsifiers, preservatives, stabilizers, added sugar, added sunflower oil. That is not food. You've got to ditch the Greggs sausage rolls and eat real food.
Greggs is the most overrated place in the UK and I don't want to hear anything about it. The way the UK has some chokehold on this place, I don't understand where it comes from or why it even exists. Like, it's a freaking bakery. It's a bakery, that's all it is. Like, okay, cool. They sell sausage rolls. What's so special about a Greggs sausage roll? It's just all the same. It's a sausage roll. Like, what? I don't understand why it's put on a pedestal and the whole of the UK just obsessed with it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, am I missing something or what? But yeah, Greggs is just not the one. It's just average.
Cost of living hits Greggs. £4.45 for a baguette, which is definitely not as filled as it used to be. Sandwiches are rocketing up at £3.40 now because everybody is half-inching everything out of this place, and it's such a shame. The hot counter, £2.50 plus. Drinks are going up now, £2.25 for the normals, and a Greggs own sort of flavour, whatever that is, £2.5. The hot counter. Sausage roll, £1.65. They used to be 4 for £2 when this place first opened. Such a shame. And the sweet counter, look at it. It is expensive. £1.65 for a donut. Sorry, Greggs.
I'm sat here, right, and I get an ad for Krispy Kreme donuts. And I always knew they were expensive. I didn't realise how expensive. Is there anyone out there in 2025 still paying that much for Krispy Kreme donuts? Because I don't care how well off you are, how much money you have. If you're paying £4 for one singular donut, it's not even that good. Let's be honest. Krispy Kreme donuts aren't that good. Like, they're good, they're okay, they're pretty good because it's a donut. It's a fucking donut. It's a lot of sugar. It's going to be pretty good. They're not that good. Like, if anyone out there is paying £4 for one singular donut, you're a muppet, and I question your intelligence.
How the fuck do you even do that? It's just got straight sausage in it. No sauce, no cheese, no nothing. Fucking fuming.
I can't lie, Greggs fell off. Greggs bin fell off. Like, I've noticed this, like, even in different cities, Greggs has fallen off massively. The downfall of Greggs is to be studied. Not only did they increase their prices, right? Cool, they increased their prices. But then, guys, it's 8:53 in the morning, bro. There's literally, like, barely anyone in the shop. Okay, which lets me know you lots have not had... Like, what time does Greggs even open? I've got in 2 vegan sausage rolls because the vegan one slaps better than the original. Real ones no. Bro, someone tell me why it's cold. Like, it's not even hot. It's cold. And it just makes me think, why is the lights, you know, the lights that they put on, like, to make the food hot, why is it even hot? Like, why is it even on in the first place if it's not gonna make the flipping food hot? As in, I'm going to uni and I'm gonna have to still microwave this. Does that make any sense at 8:53 in the morning? Like, it's hard as hell in my hands, bro. It's not even soft or nothing. This is why I don't go Greggs no more. It's literally only like, it's like an emergency thing. If I've not had breakfast in the morning and there's nowhere else, I'll just grab a Greggs. But my God, it's so meaty now. Like, it needs to actually, like, bro.
I mean, Greggs, right? It's got ridiculously expensive. Check out this video I'm just about stitching out. £1.30 for a sausage roll, a veggie bake here, £2. Look at that. Your steak bakes are £2.20 now. Even your vegan sauce are £1. Oh, vegan sausage rolls are £1.50. Pizza is £2.40 for pepperoni. What do you reckon to Greggs?
It's a rip off. Look. The greasy bags.
Look how greasy sausage rolls.
Greasy.
They don't absorb stuff anymore.
I'm about to try to pack. I used to want the arse like this when I was in school.
I'm telling you, Greggs has just gone expensive. £15.95 right for 8 sausage rolls and a pizza box. To be honest, the pizza box is the only reasonably priced thing, because pizzas by themselves are £2.40, but in a pizza box you get 6 for £9.95. So tell you something, that is the only thing in the whole of a Greggs that is reasonably priced. So if you go into Greggs and you want pizza, get a pizza box. Oh, to be fair, I've just been given a free bag to put all my stuff in, so that's a bonus, isn't it?
God, literally, what is going on in Greggs and their prices? I mean, like, £2.30 for a Lucozade, and like £1.55 for a small can of Coke. That's ridiculous. Then there's like water down here for £1.50, which is even more crazy. So you can buy like a pack of 6 and after them for that £2.50. And don't even get me started on the donuts. Look at those prices, they're absolutely insane. And then we go on to the croissants. Look at that. That's ridiculous. You can actually buy like 4 croissants in the Co-op for like £2.50 or something, or maybe less, even more insane. And we get onto these donuts with these prices. The only decent thing in here is the cup of coffee, which is only £2.50. Anyway, I better go, I'm going to be served in a minute.
What's going on, Greggs? Where's the sausage? Are they taking the piss? Clearly making these things smaller to make more money. Oh, come on, man, Greggs, you're letting me down.
Here we are at Rip-Off Greggs. I know I should have made a coffee this morning before I left the room, but I was getting my sausage roll, so I thought, hey, let's have a quick coffee as well, just to keep me going. This little cup here costs £2.70, and they can't even fill it up. It's 3/4 full. What would a little bit of extra hot water have cost them? What a rip-off, Greggs. Get your act together.
I'm sorry, but when did Greggs become so expensive? Do you remember, like, just nipping in to get a pasty as, like, a snack and a drink, and it'd be a couple of quid, it'd be, like, loose change. I got 2 pasties and a drink. £7.10. £7.10. Jesus Christ, times are tough, like. Oh, £7.10. I'm so good at that. Anyway, I got a cheese and onion and a sausage, bean and cheese. Don't know which is which. This one feels cold. I'm gonna go for this one. I think it's the cheese and onion. No, it's a sausage, bean and cheese. I mean, it's good, but is it £7.10 good? No. I'm on my way back from Girls' Weekend. I was fine this morning. Tripper. Everyone else was hanging out their arses. And I thought, right, whiz home now. Have a nice day in the house. And as the drive has progressed, so is my hangover. I'm getting too old for this. I keep seeing just one magpie as well. I wish that would stop. I fucking love these. I don't know why I'm doing this, right? I'm starving, and I thought, right, save yourself, save yourself, save yourself. And then I saw Greg's on one of the services, and I thought, I gotta do it. But when I get back now, Josh is gonna be hounding me because he's been holding out to eat, so we can eat together. And we're going to Taco Bell, because I love Taco Bell. I don't know what it is on a hangover. I eat like half as much. Like my eyes are totally bigger than my belly. Like the fact that I got 2 pasties was just silly. £7.10. No, seriously though, the magpie thing is freaking me out. I'm seeing just one singular magpie everywhere, and it's one for sorrow, innit? I was in the house the other day, 2 days on the trot, in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and a magpie was tapping on the window. Does this mean sorrow's coming? Help. Good. I'm still flabbergasted by the £7.10. I remember popping into Greg's with my nan as a kid, and I swear they were like 50 pence for a pasty, like a corned beef pasty. By the way, do they just do corned beef pasties in Wales? Because I don't see them anywhere else. Is it a Welsh thing? I need someone to tell me that. Oh, I'll stuff it. I'm going to have the cheese and onion as well. Oh, it's so cold. Greg's cheese and onion is elite, to be fair. Not that cheese. I've never understood you cheese and onion haters. Elite flavour. I had half a donut for breakfast as well. Farrell. Happy Sunday. Have a good one.
So I just came from Greg's, bought a bunch of goodies, and honestly I was left a little bit heartbroken inside there. I went in just before 11 because I wanted to get some bacon rolls, and they stopped serving them at 11. And while I was waiting, I noticed they took off some butter croissants from the display, and then the prices for it, because I believe they stopped selling those at 11 as well. And I wanted to get one for Leo, apart from my normal order. So I asked them to please pack one for me. I believe the manager came back and said, oh, well, you're saving me from throwing them in the bin anyway. So I was like, okay, I paid for it. I paid for my order. But while I was waiting for the order to be ready, I was just thinking, why are they throwing a full tray of butter croissants, perfect, freshly baked? They were about 20 on. Why are they throwing them in the bin? It doesn't even make sense. Before I went in, I actually checked my Too Good To Go app. I recently downloaded it, and I've been exploring my area with it, and I've noticed that there's never a Greg's from where I live on the app. So there's never ever one single Greg's on it. But for whatever reason, I was looking at it and I was hoping, you know, this one would be. Of course, there wasn't anything on it. And then I was thinking, why on earth are they not joining the Too Good To Go app? Or why are they not giving them for free to somebody else instead of throwing them in the bin? They were perfectly baked, perfectly fresh. Everything was just perfect about them, and they were throwing them in the bin. That's just so wrong. In this day and age where everybody's struggling to find food, you're throwing perfectly good food in the bin. Why not just give them away for free? Why not just say at the end of, you know, the 11 o'clock thing, why not just come and pick up some free food? It doesn't make sense.
Sunday, right? Oh, I can't be bothered, right? It's one of them days. I really just can't be bothered. I've got a bad foot and all. Anyways, by the by, that says I've got a nip. I've got a nip to Jarrah, right? Get a few bits and pieces. The hubby went, oh, do us a favour, get us a Greg's. I went, no bother at all, right? Went to Greg's. They didn't have much left. I'm not having much luck with bakeries at the minute. Anyways, right, got the few bits at Greg's, right? £7 odd. I went £7 odd. I started thinking myself, £7 odd. Since when did it cost £7 odd to go to Greg's? I was like, surely things are like £1 and stuff like that. Me sausage, how much is sausage roll? I bought a sausage roll. I was thinking, sausage roll will be £1. Clearly it's not £1.
I'm sorry, but do you want to know how much that sausage roll just cost me? Yeah, how much did it cost? £1.50. £1.50 for one sausage roll. Are you taking the... I swear when I were at school, I'm talking like 12 plus years ago now, but 65p there were. 65p there were, and you're out here wanting single sausage rolls for £1.50. Huh?
Mummy, let's go.
I'm gonna go, darling, but I'm just absolutely gobsmacked at paying £1.50 for one single sausage roll. May as well get a 4-pack. 65p they used to be at my school when well, not my school, but at school when I were at school. What the fuck? Mummy's flabbergasted. I'm absolutely cost of living crisis cried out. It's a joke. What the hell?
Hey, we need to have a serious discussion about Greggs. Serious discussion, because I don't know, maybe they've been bought by a bigger company or what, or maybe they're opening a branch in Mayfair that I'm unaware about. But these lot and their price increases, yeah. At first I was like, calm, you know what, eco's rising, man, here's it. But now it's just daylight robbery. Like, now it's just daylight fucking robbery. The thing is, yeah, these lot don't know people like me exist in it that keep track of the prices, you feel me? Because guess how much a sausage roll was back in like 2021? Like £1. Like just over £1. Guess how much it is now? £1 bloody 20 pence. Car! Greggs. Next thing you know, they'll be telling us to pay in blood. I'll be having to take out a fucking loan just to get a pizza. What's going on, man? Richie Sunak, what is actually going on in the House of Commons? Because I don't know what you lots are doing in there, but there are very prevalent problems happening right in front of your eyes, and you lots aren't doing nothing about it. £1.20, you know, chai. I'd rather just eat my finger.
Greggs, I love you, but you're not gonna fool me. Greggs, let's have a conversation. I get it. Times are times, yeah? There is literally no meat in my steak bake. It's just sauce. We need to talk about it because the price is up and there's less in there. That doesn't make sense. Greggs, don't take this one away from me. Greggs, I say this with all due love and respect. This is a great product. Please, I'm biting. I'm getting to the end of it. Is when I'm finding pieces of beef. Come on. Come on.
Bad news for sausage roll fans. Greggs has warned they could be getting pricier. The cost of the British staple has already gone up twice in the past 6 months, now costing £1.30. Greggs says rising costs of employing people mean the price will jump even more.
Fuck's sake. Now, you know me. I love a fucking Greggs sausage roll. They're unbelievable. And Greggs themselves have done some amazing things. They're outselling McDonald's at one point for breakfast last year. Breakfast as well. But you don't need to do this. Carry on doing things like this. A sausage roll ATM machine in Newcastle. Imagine stumbling across one of them on a night out. Oh my God. And just to add to insult, Greggs raises prices across menu after yearly sales top 2 billion. Billion. Oh, people might say, oh, it's a couple of p. It isn't the point. Don't follow the fucking agenda and raise your prices, because eventually you'll lose your customers. How fucking delicious though, aren't they? And it pisses me off because I've got thinking about it now. You go in sometimes, you go 2 sausage rolls, please, in the same bag. They then go, they're not that hot, but in your head you think, they're decent, they're warm, you can eat it. Like they just come out and they burn your fucking mouth off. You get them, go to your car, open it up, freezing cold. Winds me up. The app as well, the app's fantastic. You get a free sausage roll every 9, is it? You get every 9th one, you get free one, yeah. I don't know, so I've heard. But yeah, 2 billion in profit. Let's put the fucking prices up. Budget. The national insurance hike. Just passing it on. Passing it straight down. Because they have to pay more. Today's a sad day.
What the fuck is happening to Greggs? I can remember when sausage rolls, where you could get 4 for like £2. £1.45 for one sausage roll, and it's all pastry. There's barely any meat in there. But not only that, why does it cost £1.75 just to eat in? What is the fucking difference? It's the same pig and sausage roll. All you're doing is parking your arse on the seat. You're not using electricity. You're not using anything extra. So why does it cost an extra 30 pence just to eat in? It's a bit like fucking McDonald's charging you extra to have your Happy Meal or something inside of McDonald's. I think this is daylight sodden robbery. So not only are they taking the piss for the price of fucking Greggs sausage rolls, which, like I've said, it's just manky pork meat, which isn't even the size of my fucking little finger inside of there. And I've got a big little finger because I'm a fat lass. But that is just taking the piss. And whichever muppet pays an extra 30 pence to have a sausage roll just to sit your arse in Greggs, I have no idea. God only knows the price of piss and pasties now. I was that shocked at the price of that, I walked out. Like, no, absolutely not. I think Greggs needs to answer why it's an extra 30 pence and what is the reason for the extra cost for eating in Greggs. Does anybody else on here know? This is me rant of the day. Greggs. The price of sausage rolls, which is, like I say, just pastry, and why it's an extra 30 pence just to sit in. I kind of get it. I'm an intelligent lass. Still cannot work the bugger out. Anyway, I wonder if it's because, like, they're dividing the heating bill between everybody. That's not the point. It's Greggs. It's not a Michelin star restaurant. It's fucking Greggs. Let us know your thoughts, everybody, in the comments.
You can need to explain to me how I walked into Greggs and paid £1.55 for a cold vegan sausage roll. I swear the first time they released these things were £1. £1.50. I know the economy is bad, guys, but it cannot be this bad. Keir Starmer, fix this. Okay? Because this has actually ruined my mood this morning. That is so... I know I didn't have to buy it, but can't I go treat herself every so often? Does that cost her a bloody arm and a leg?
Hold on to your pastries, folks. Greggs has done it again. The beloved sausage roll just got a price hike and people are not having it. We're talking a 5p increase, bringing it to 1.30. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just 5p. But here's the kicker. This is the second time in 6 months they've raised the price. Last year it went from 120 to 125 and now this. But wait, there's more. Depending on where you live, you might be shelling out up to 1.40 for that flaky, savoury goodness. Is nothing sacred anymore? Are we witnessing the great sausage roll crisis of our time? Tell me, are you feeling the pinch, or is this just the way the sausage roll crumbles?
Hey there, did that tale leave you speechless? If you're hungry for more mind-bending narratives, smash that follow button. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. So come on, let's turn this monologue into a dialogue. Your thoughts matter, and I can't wait to hear them. Let's keep this story alive in the comments. I'm dying to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, and let's get this conversation rolling.
Everybody loves a Greggs. Well, saying everybody, I would say most people love a Greggs. Now, it's handy. There's going to be a Greggs on every corner. And they do, you know, if you're feeling a bit peckish, you can grab a bit of a sausage roll or something. However, Greggs are getting greedy because they are starting to now, like all of the businesses, blaming obviously what's happening in the economy. They've started to hike the prices again. I remember when a pasty was good 62 pence and they're now £2. But once again, Greggs have hiked the cost of the sausage roll. So they're blaming obviously the rise in wages, tax, employees' national insurance, and food cost rises as the price of the bakery chain's flagship product increases to £1.30. I remember when you could get 4 for £2. It's 4 for £4 now. But anyway, so the boss of Greggs has blamed the increase to wages due to the national minimum wage increasing, tax and food cost rises for the 5p hike in the price of its sausage rolls after it faced a backlash over the decision. The UK's bakery chain has increased the price of this product to £1.30 as part of an average 4% price rise on key items including coffee and donuts. So it's not just your sausage rolls, donuts has had a hike as well. The increases introduced just after Christmas were labelled disgraceful by shoppers, with some saying they would stop buying the sausage rolls if prices increased further. Now, Rosen Curry, who is the chief executive of Greggs, said the price rises were given by the chain, passing on increases to its wage bill, with 2/3 of Greggs workers handed a 6.1% pay rise this month. However, she said the increase, the latest, is a string of small rises in the past few years, and has also accounted for the extra employers' national insurance contributions due in April, meaning the company was not planning further price rises this year. We had to look at it around inflation headwinds. We came out of COVID in peak inflation territory. We still offer great value. For example, the price of a breakfast deal is held at £2.85. Greggs has reported slowing sales growth over the festive period, blaming weakening consumer confidence, and there's fewer shoppers on the high street. But the company said its total sales rose by 11.3% to just over £2 billion last year. So whilst Greggs is doing okay from a profit point of view, they are rising or raising the cost of the sausage rolls. And I personally think they're just pastry with a tiny weeny bit of, like a thin piece of sausage about the size of my finger inside of it. It's just loads and loads of pastry. So are we getting value for money with Greggs now? Is it more pastry than meat? And the donuts, you can get 4 in your Tesco's for the price that you pay for 1 at Greggs. So are they going to price themselves out, or does everybody just love a Greggs? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments.
I literally feel flat out sick to my stomach, like genuinely sick to my stomach. I ordered a Greggs yesterday and I had one of these boxes that had like 6 bakes in it. So I thought, for lunch today I can split one in half and give it to the kids along with some other bits for some dinner. Well, luckily I've gone and I've put it in the microwave and I've just cut it in half and there was something black. I was like, what the hell is that? Look at this.
Like, you actually having me on baked into the corned beef pasty. Like, that is actually vile. It has put me off corned beef pasties for life. I never, ever, ever, ever want to eat it. Love, you can't have it because there's a fly, so I'm gonna have to get you the other pasty, okay? Which I don't even know if I should give him that pasty now, because this is inside.
I just hate flies with a passion, and the fact that it's... Nah, I'm done.
I went to fucking Greggs this morning. They stopped doing fucking sausage and bean melts. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? What the fucking state this fucking country's coming to? It's all to do with them fucking translucents.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so mad right now. I was gonna save it for later, but nah, I'm too vexed. Greggs, you see you? Fuck Greggs. I'm eating it right now because I have to. I'm hungry. But fuck Greggs. How can I walk in Greggs, ask them for a chicken bake? They passed me the chicken bake. It's stone cold in my hands. Sorry, let me get the crumbs off my face. The chicken bake was stone cold. I asked the lady, excuse me, can you warm it up for me, please? Bro, let me mind my language. The woman told me, because of heat tax, you can't heat up your... Do I look like I care about heat tax? How does it affect you as an employee? Tell me how, what? And that's not the worst part. The lady said, if you want hot food, heat up yourself. I'm in the middle of the high street. Well, you meant to rub my hands.
I just paid £1.95
for a steak bake. £1.95 now, mind. And it is cold. What have happened to Greggs? Remember one time when they was just over £1? Cold steak bake, £1.95.
Greggs tried to rip me off.
Yeah, they had fucking pizzas in the oven while I've ordered it, and they've come out, right? She's put it in the bag like this, and she's crunched it up. Luckily, I hadn't paid for it yet, and when I've gone to check it, all that cheese was stuck to the damn bag. I told them straight, look, what is this? I ain't paying for this. I'll take it back and give me a fresh one. And then after going back and forward, we'll try to off with a burnt one. I told them straight, look, that one's burnt. I ain't taking that. So you take that back, one with like more cheese and one that isn't burnt. So they had to give me one that wasn't burnt. I ain't paying £2 for flipping pizza that's got no cheese on it or that's burnt. The moral of the story is, don't pay for something that's fucked up. By the way, here's the fresh one. That's how the fresh one's supposed to.
Right, I am not being funny. Can you see that there? They're charging 30p to sit in and eat a sausage roll. Not only that, they're already charging £1.45 just for one sausage roll. I remember when I was a child, it was about 40p. And I'm not being funny, but you go there to get one, and it's stone cold anyway. Like, it's supposed to be hot. That's the whole point of going to Greggs, because so it's hot. But they're never hot. I never go anymore because I think it's disgusting. But that, 30p to sit on a plastic chair. If I do go, I'll just bring my own. I'll just bring my own and sit at the door. Save 30p then, won't you? All adds up.
So, does anybody else think Greggs is just scandalous? Like, I mean, the price of things anywhere is ridiculous. And then you've got, the Ben wanted a donut and to sit in. There we are, the little cherub. And I remembered, it costs so much more. It was going to be like £2 or £3 more to sit in by the time you added the 30 pence on the different items. And it came to nearly a tenner. All I got was a sandwich, these chicken strip things, a donut and a bottle of pop. And then they wanted us to charge more to sit in. Like, what other establishment do you go to where they charge you just to sit in the shop? You know what I mean? Like, for food? It's probably me just being tight. But, I mean, I went to a nice Italian restaurant the other day for my dinner. And I got a 3-course meal for £10. And I got to sit in for free. And, like, the meals were, like, big meals, main meals. And you just think, like, this is why I don't go into Greggs anymore. Rant over.
Right, so Greggs, I've got to say, I'm very disappointed. Me and my son, I just got a cheese and onion bake. He got a steak bake, and it is freezing cold. Actually said, oh, can I have a warm one? And there's quite a few in there. He said no. So can I have it heated up? He said no, you can have a refund, or you can have a warm bit of pizza. Now, I don't understand how on the adverts they turn around and say that Greggs is really nice and, you know, come and get a warm, nice pastry. And then when you get there, it's freezing cold. I want your thoughts, please. What do you think? Am I being a Karen?
Me and Greggs have beef. I'm not even joking. I'm actually going to have a full-on fist fight with whoever owns Greggs and makes the decisions. Because what do you mean you cancelled the Mexican chicken baguette? Hello? For what? I only discovered that baguette about a month ago. I always looked at it and thought, ew, that's disgusting. And then I got it one time and it was the best thing I've ever had. I've literally been going at least 2 to 3 times a week for that Mexican baguette. And it's gone. Discontinued. Disappeared. I've been back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's gone. The label's gone. It's not even there. It's disappeared. And then instead, I had to try this barbecue Korean chicken baguette. Tastes disgusting. Why is it jam-packed with shredded carrot and purple cabbage? That is not what I want. That is not what I want. Why would you do that? That's all I wanted today. All I wanted was a Mexican baguette from Greggs. So now I'm left with no choices but to try and create it myself. So I've bought some chili cheese. I'm gonna go buy a baguette, chicken. Oh, why? Why is everyone trying to make my life so difficult? All I wanted was the flipping Mexican baguette. And now I'm gonna spend about £20 on ingredients to make this Mexican baguette. And I could have paid £3 for the original delicious one. Not happy.
So let's talk numbers for a second. In the last 5 years, Greggs has raised prices on its iconic sausage roll by over 50%. The same snack that once cost just £1 is now closer to £1.20 to £1.30, depending on where you are. That might not sound massive, but when wages have barely moved and inflation on food overall has hit double digits, it adds up. And this isn't just about Greggs, this is part of the bigger picture. Food inflation in the UK peaked at nearly 19% in 2023, and while the government brags about it slowing down, that doesn't mean prices are dropping. It just means they're rising slightly less quickly. Supermarkets and chains are raking in record profits, while ordinary families are stuck cutting back on basics. Greggs, for example, reported over £1 billion in revenue last year. So while they're slapping extra pence on your sausage roll, their shareholders are smiling. That's not about costs, that's about profit. Now here's the truth. Things don't have to be this way. We could tax excess profits from food giants and redirect it toward lowering food costs. Introduce stronger price transparency laws so customers know when they're being gouged. Actually link the minimum wage to real inflation, not the watered-down version politicians prefer. Instead, we get crumbs, while the people at the top eat the whole pie. And that's the heart of it. Greggs going from cheap comfort food to luxury snack isn't just about baked goods. It's a symbol of a broken system. When families have to think twice about buying a sausage roll, it means the cost of living crisis isn't just hitting homes and bills. It's invading every little corner of our lives. If you're sick of seeing your money shrink while corporations thrive, hit subscribe to BRIT Rants. Share this video with someone who's felt the sting of rip-off Greggs. And let's start talking not just about how bad things are, but about how they could be fixed. Because when sausage rolls become a luxury, the fight isn't just about food anymore, it's about fairness. And we're not done fighting.